I invited Drew to move in.
Just like that? Without asking me?
Well, he needed a place to stay. You were in Paris, and I used my own judgment.
Let me get this straight. You invited Drew Buchanan on your own to move into my home?
Our home.
The same Drew Buchanan who tried to blackmail me out of valuable real estate. The same Drew Buchanan who manipulated you so badly you hardly recognized yourself. The same Drew Buchanan...
I'm in the room here.
It wasn't my idea.
I have forgiven him for everything that happened last year, and I think you can too.
No. First of all, it was you who contacted me last year. Remember, you wanted me to break up Kelly and Joey?
Why, how dare you?
Oh, and the warehouse deal? You were doing the manipulating, not me. I only got involved because of how I felt about Kelly at the time.
More how you felt about money. That is all you have ever cared about.
Dorian, you know I don't believe that.
And that's why you're putting yourself in tremendous jeopardy. Drew, all that talk about how you came back to Landview in order to make your father proud. You came back to get yourself put in the Buchanan will once again.
That's not...
Then you found out that Kelly had inherited money, so you decided to shake that particular tree. Well, you underestimated me. You're not going to Tennessee waltz your way back here, young man. Pick up where you left off, underneath my roof, no less.
Dorian, I would just as soon sleep under a bridge than stay with you. I'm here because you weren't. You're back, I'm gone. I'll get my stuff and I'll be out of your hair.
Drew! Oh, thanks. That's great.
Yes, it is great. Honey, this is why I felt you needed to have your inheritance protected.
Excuse me? My love life is complicated enough as it is. If you want to help me, then butt out.
I'm going.
Please don't.
I have to. What else do you want me to do? There's nothing else we could do. How?
I don't know. We'll do it. We'll find a way.
That's what you said at the police station, but for 1 second, I hoped, I thought maybe, but no, it's not possible. It just...
Excuse me, but David's asleep.
I didn't realize you were here.
Obviously. Barbara, you seemed upset.
No, actually, she wasn't upset. She was standing up for Cassie.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know my daughter needed a champion.
Well, it was my fault, really. I mean, I was all bent on going down to the Banner and working on the Todd story, and Barbara explained that Cassie and I really need some time alone away from work.
How perceptive.
You said that David was sleeping, right? But I think I'm going to go in and check in on him.
No need. He and I had a long chat before he dozed off. I made sure he took his meds.
Right, well, in that case,
Okay,
I guess
I want salad stuff, and I think that we should have a big...
Mother! When did you get here? About an hour ago. I had a very nice visit with your father before he fell asleep.
Oh, that's terrific. That's terrific. You'll stay for dinner? I've got more than enough for all of us. You know what? I'm actually not very hungry. I think I'm going to turn in early tonight. Thanks. Oh, okay. You'll stay for dinner, won't you?
I wouldn't dream of it. I'm going to make a quick stop in the powder room, and then I'll be on my way. Your Barbara is quite right. Young people in love need time together.
That's weird. Mother calling her your Barbara. I'm sorry, darling. But if anything, she's my father's Barbara. Oh, well, that's my mother.
Were you expecting someone else? Well, isn't this perfect? A lovely little room at the top of the house for an angel. Is it kind of like living at the top of a Christmas tree?
Is there something I can do for you?
You're very dedicated to your work, aren't you, Barbara?
Yes, I am.
When Kevin was so ill, you were with him every step of the way.
That was my job.
It was more than that. You became his friend. And his brother's friend, and his fiancé's friend, and now his fiancé's father's nurse. David, by the way, adores you.
Well, I'm very glad. I'm very fond of him myself.
Is it always that way?
What?
That your patients and their families become so attached to you, and you to them. It must be. Because what else explains your extraordinary courage when you went to Kevin's rescue with a gun and a hypodermic needle?
I'm not exactly sure what you're getting at, Mrs. Hayes.
Now that I'm married, I prefer to be known as Dorian Lord Hayes. But you can just call me Dorian. My daughter has been through a very difficult past few years. And now she seems very happy because of her engagement to Kevin. So I just want to thank you for everything that you have done to help make that possible, and everything that you will continue to do in the future. Please don't get up on my account. Nothing makes me happier than seeing the two of you so much in love. Unless, of course, it would be that you would set a wedding day.
Oh, Mother, don't be pushy.
Who, me? Good night, darling.
Good night.
Good night, Kevin.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Is there a problem? Yes, I'm afraid there is.
What is it?
I won't be able to stay on as David's nurse.